tried real hard to keep from opening my mouth on this, really for the sake of the fellow Slayer fan. You already know all the major stuff. You already asked all the big questions. Is it only about the money? What's gonna happen to Kerry's solo band now? All that. However, there's one thing that's very apparent now and only indirectly involves Kerry, Tom, Paul, Gary, Jeff, or Dave, and it's the fans. We have yet another situation similar to Pantera with a question of, but is this right? Is causing an all-out shitstorm among the fan base, and I think it's worth filming. Yes, in the simplest language, it's the question of, should they be doing this? And the answer's divided between those that say no and yes. I'll tell you where I stand in a second, but straight up, if you're one of those types that likes to talk shit and call other people posers or whatever for being in favor of this, I swear to God, I mean the following earnestly and from the bottom of my heart. It is not an attempt to be defiant or make it out like I'm trying to seem unbothered by it when it actually does bother me or something, because actually it's quite the opposite. But for all the shit talkers out there, I really do hope you keep talking shit, and I support you for two major reasons. For starters, it's funny. Like, even if you're in favor of Slayer getting back together, you gotta admit it's hilarious when you see, oh, you mean fake Tara? Or no Jeff, no Slayer. Like that sort of stuff in the comments section. And then you get to watch the whole thing totally devolve into personal attacks, or someone will try to state something as a fact that in reality is only subjective anyway. If you don't take music discussion so goddamn seriously, that shit's always funny. Nope, you're wrong. Fabulous Disaster's the best Exodus. Nope, they suck, like whoever that may be. I mean, I love it because even if I may be of a different opinion, and here's the second reason, ultimately it's a sign of life, man. It's something we get to talk about, or be excited about, or bitch about, or this, that, and the other thing. And I fucking love that, man. I said it in an earlier video about Pantera, but it's a beautiful thing, man. The support, the excitement, the slugfest, the shit talk. It really is, you know? But the shit talk's hilarious. It reminds me of this meme thing I saw the other day, which, like, by now it's probably old, but it was this cartoon, and the bully's like, come on, aren't you gonna try to roast me back? And the quiet kid responds, if you're looking for my comeback, you'll have to scrape it off your mother's face. And like, I almost died when I saw that. And I mean, at the end of the day, is it really gonna stop anybody from going to these shows that's psyched for it? Including me. Yeah, I'm damn psyched for this, because I hate when my favorite bands retire. So when they say they want to come back, even if they were punking me the whole time they were, quote, done, then fine, man, take my money. Take my money for your cash grab. Just play a good show. That's all I hope for. And in response to people like Lisa Holt who say stuff like, it's simple, if you don't like it, don't go. I can understand that, man. I get it. She's just looking out for her husband. That's cool. But it makes you wonder how, if it's so simple like how she put it, why then do people still piss on stuff like this? And I think the answer is one that comes down to basic human psychology. It's probably human nature to a degree to, like, when there's a ton of tension on something else and a lot of excitement, it's probably normal to feel a little bit left out or whatever, so you fucking try to tear it down or smack at it or something. I mean, I don't, but that's just me. But those people are just looking out for themselves, so God bless them, man, whatever. But yeah, I'm psyched, man. Fucking Slayer, what a great band, you know? They're consistent. They never really did anything that was like crazy, radically different from the usual order, you know? I mean, yeah, there were always those certain slightly off-path songs like Seasons in the Abyss, Die by the Sword, or 213 or something. Like, none of those songs were Evil Has No Boundaries, Aggressive Perfector, or Bitter Peace. I'm just jumping around here. But you know what I mean, though? Like how 80% of the rest of their catalog has that, like, you know, like thrash beat. Yes, I have a left hand. No, just kidding. Although I did hear there were some strong efforts by some industry people outside the band around the time that Hates Us All was being written to have it indeed be much different. Thank God that didn't happen. But no, that's not really any kind of inside info or nothing. That little tidbit's not hard to find. Ooh, you know what though? Speaking of Bitter Peace, yeah, if I can hope for any rarities, I'd like to hear that. I don't think they've played that on tour since the first time I've seen him in '98 during Diabolus. That, and you know what else? The reason I've always been cool with BOSTAPH. I liked him from the very first second I heard him, because he's the first one you hear on the first album with him on Divine Intervention. Killing Fields, man, hell yeah. I'd love to hear Killing Fields live. But yeah, man, I'm psyched about it, but I'm not gonna try to beat it over somebody's head who disagrees, you know, that they too should think the same thing, because there's enough people out there to do that to each other. So good, man, that's what makes it fun to watch, I think. But I get it, I get the dislike. It's a little different than Pantera V2 because that's sensitive, because one of them's not with us anymore and the other one was murdered, so it's sad. But after HANNEMAN died, we already saw what a Slayer without him looked like. So alright, metalheads, Slayer fans, headbangers, whatever the hell you are, that's what I got. Obviously, of course, I'd love to hear from you too, so please do weigh in if you'd like, because honestly, I love that, man. That's my favorite part of YouTube, is getting to converse, you know? But okay, man, if you like this video, cool, maybe you can give it a thumbs up. Or if you just like hearing somebody bullshit about heavy metal, then you know what to do. Bam! Hit that subscribe button. We'll see you next time on Concrete Spew, but until then, stay wild, my friends.